I'm looking for music in case you're wondering. Let's see. Hi to anyone watching. I have a minute, so I'm just gonna, that's why I hopped on here. Hi, Lil Ausama. Hi, Stuart. Hi. Whenever I hear the name Stuart, I think of Stuart Little every time. I'm probably gonna have to go soon. Well, yeah, I have to go soon. I just looked at the time. I feel like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. My father, I despise you. I'm sorry. 18 is watching. MM18FT16. Do you have Skype? I do, I've just never used it. My father, I despise you. Okay. Good morning, glamorous. Good morning, glamorous. I'm actually not glamorous. I slept in my mascara. Uh-oh, YouNow saw me. I was chewing my nails so bad that I put a band-aid on it. Then, like a mouse, I must scurry away. Okay. I'm so confused. Skeleton God. Oh, I don't think I've ever been given likes. Thank you. If I have been given likes, then I didn't know I was given likes. That was really nice. I guess they mean something because people seem to really be full of gratitude when they get them. Compared to your YouTube videos, this is the least weird angle at which I've seen a video of you. Oh, okay. Really? Are the angles weird? Okay, my father despises you. Is there like a reason you keep repeating that? Who just gave me likes again? Or Vivian? Thank you, Vivian. Hi, Gerard. How are you, dude? How am I? I got more sleep last night, so I feel better. How are you? How are you, Vivian? Have I talked to you, Vivian? Like outside of, like on a different platform? The camera's above you. Oh, that's because usually I'm always afraid that my webcam, that like you can't hear me, so I get super close to it and I have no other place to put it other than on the desktop. So that's probably why. But right now, like it's a different location. I'm now in the kitchen and I realized that the camera, people usually have the camera at the other angle where they just stare up at the nostrils. Well, if I just had like a DSLR or flip, you know, like the kind that everybody uses, like the Rebel things, Canon Rebel. People usually have the camera at the other angle. Oh yeah, I just read that. Oh my gosh, why do you keep saying that? My father, I despise you. Is that to me? I watched your videos and made some comments. Oh, okay, like on the ones on Joy or Caitlyn. Oh my gosh, okay. I have a Caitlyn update, and I actually should probably make a video devoted to this, but let's see how many people are watching. Oh well, it's gonna show up regardless on my channel. So you can Google it, or you can go to the Caitlyn groups. Caitlyn's mother, Tammy, you know, CPS said that she'd been doing better. She has custody still of the 2 remaining children, and she was caught yesterday with drugs. I'm not sure if she was like selling them or making them or what, but illegal drugs. and she was addicted to, I think, like narcotics. So I'm not sure like what kind, but I think that's really awful considering the circumstance. Like you'd think that she would have gotten her act together by now, given the trauma, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make a video on it actually because it's like beating a dead horse at this point. I mean, I don't know how much suffering this woman is doing. So maybe that was because she's, I don't know. I say that she's suffering, but like the little bit I've seen her speak out since Caitlyn died, she's been like giddy and mocking people. So like that's not to me like reflective of, as somebody who's like gaining empathy. Say hi to my coworker, Robert Tinoco. Who's that? So, she sounds weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know her. She was nice to me when, like, the little bit of interacting we did on Facebook, but I mean, I think she's, like, afraid that I might, like, call her out. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, Skeleton Goth, something I thought that was kind of funny was that I noticed your last name is Worley. And sorry for, like, publicizing this, but someone, either you or someone else, their name is Chris Worley with a K, and I thought that was really funny because that's my husband's brother's name, and it's also spelled Chris with a K. So I thought that was really funny. Hi, Brahmajui. What is suffering? Well, it can have many different, I mean, there are different degrees of suffering, but when I say it, when I'm talking about Tammy, I'm referring to, like, grieving on the deepest level to where it is misery. You want to marry me? That's funny. But yeah, I thought that was funny, Skeleton Goth. Hi, skinny. Skinny? I have some thighs. I will leave it at that. Serio. Breathing is suffering. Oh, I say grieving. Grieving. I could see how you would think I said breathing, though. I guess breathing could be suffering for people with, like, respiratory issues. Is suffering got to do with not accepting your place? What do you mean by that, Jared? Prove it. Prove what? Can I be guested? I can show you what I do. You mean like for what you do for work? Yeah, actually, I will guest. Did you start watching Joy because of Onision acting up? I actually stumbled across them at the same time. Like, I had not frequented YouTube in a while, and when I got back on and I vented about Caitlyn, I had all these like featured videos on the right, and there was like there was a title that made me want to click on it that dealt with Onision, and I clicked on it, and he struck me as like really interesting. Like I wanted to watch more of him, and so I did. And then the next featured video was Joy talking about Onision's like whole issue, like with the girlfriend who he flew in and all that. And anyway, so I just got kind of sucked into that way, and that's how I started watching. Grieving is respectful of the loss. Yeah, but I think that grieving is, I agree that grieving is definitely respectful because some people don't grieve at all, but I also think that it is a form of suffering if it's all consuming, you know. That you have thighs? Prove it that you have thighs? No. I don't, I mean, you can already kind of see the hit. Well, no, I really don't want to be that person. Imagine if you were, yeah, whatever, instead of grieving. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And she kind of appears, I could be wrong, and so I don't like saying things like this because I feel like I would hate if somebody made assumptions about me that were this serious, but it does appear like she has a yeah, whatever attitude. That's what it appears like on the surface, but we are complex creatures, so I don't know. I mean, everyone feels pain. Suffering might exist only in the mind of someone who doesn't accept how they created what's around themselves. Yeah, but some pain is more self-serving. Like, they've even done brain scans of sociopaths, and the parts of the brain that should be triggered to show, like, sorrow or sadness, you know, in the frontal lobe, whatever, they don't have that. They lack that. They lack a guilty conscience. And too much of anything, you know, moderation is key. So too much of a guilty conscience can be really detrimental to your own inner peace. I'm not saying that Tammy should be miserable, but like some misery should be expected. What person? What do you mean, what person? Okay, Brahamiju, whatever. I'm sorry, I can't say her name. I'm gonna have to. I was taught yesterday how to block people in here, and I'm gonna have to block you if you don't like stop being kind of gross. MGK. Oh, that's cool. Seriously. And the P word is gross to me anyway. Pain makes you feel alive. That's true. Really, any strong emotion makes you feel alive. Sometimes people find being a victim an advantage. Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody wants to sometimes be a victim in certain situations because by default it makes people less angry at you. So I can understand that. But like when you take, like you said, when you take advantage of that you're exactly right. I thought psychopaths, amygdala, sorry, do not receive blood flow when they notice someone else is in danger as they don't care. Hey, I didn't know that, but that sounds like it would be accurate. Nice to meet you too, MGK. And hi, Neil. It says that this is your first time on YouNow. Hi. Fulfill his destiny and block him. Is that your destiny, sir? Sometimes being a victim gives you power. I can totally see that. They say that Hitler like always felt sorry for himself because he was like a failed artist among other failures, and that so he always saw himself as a victim, and it kind of fueled his, well, need I say. Stuart, that's the effect, the cause that causes us. Sorry, I keep having to scroll up. Lack of certain neurons in those areas. I did not know that it started off physically and then manifested mentally as far as the blood flow and all that. That's very interesting. Hi, Baha. Stuart said amygdala is the part of the brain that detects fear and danger. Well, that sounds like a crucial part of the brain then. We all need that. Ready to be guested. Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick. Lions, sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists literally have brain damage or underdeveloped neural. Well, yeah. I think the latter part of what you said, Lion, applies to a lot of sociopaths, because sometimes I see it genetic. Like sometimes I see siblings who are like from the same evil seed, or like uncles who have the same sociopathic tendencies as their nephews. And thank you, MGK. Hi, Isabella. Is your hair silver? It is silver and white and purple. Not on purpose. I said this yesterday, like I meant for it to be blonde, and then I put the purple shampoo on it to tone it, and I left it on a little too long. Narcissists are common as group. Yeah, that's true, Bear. Lion. They like dopamine, triggers for empathy. Yeah. I thought dopamine was more about happiness, though. Like, I actually heard that sociopaths have an abundance of dopamine. You should do this outdoors with coffee. It's too nice. I agree. I have my coffee. Actually, it's really cold out here today. Like with the wind, it's almost, I think with the wind chill where I live, it's like 40 degrees. And it's so, for me, it's really cold, but like my hands feel like ice. But actually, I could move it outdoors. I would just have to get my cell phone, but I don't know if it's fully charged. I'll holler at you. Whenever you type, Gerard, I always think of what you're saying in your accent. So anyways, sucks for Tammy. I hope she gets better. I think her only chance of success is talk to us about how she was guilty. I agree. I think she will eventually because I don't think she's really going to have a choice. Like, that'll be really her only outlet. Skeleton Goth could be in a high radioactive facility. That would be neat. Yes, but also head trauma can. Yes, I've heard about that too. Like, in this part of the head. Tell us some logic. I became a fan. Dopamine is the reward part. Psychopaths don't understand punishment or bad consequences. They only respond to positive. That is so true. So they're kind of more like animalistic in that way. Like, no offense to like lesser consciously evolved mammals, like a dog. Like, I know people are gonna like harp on me for that, but no offense to those creatures, but they are more about punishment, reward, instinct, which kind of reminds me of sociopaths. But the only difference is sociopaths deliberately will sabotage people. They have a disregard for people. They see us as objects. Men and women issues are a whole completely different thing. People get that confused. Oh, did I bring up men and women issues? If I did, I already forgot. Hi, emo ghost kitty. I like your name. Bear, cognitive bias is very interesting. Google it. Okay, I totally will. You sound very psychologically aware, so. Guess. Oh, I'm actually going to guess skeleton key because he asked first. Dopamine also triggers empathy, works in creating emotions, and is responsible for reward and helping others and compassion. I could totally see that, Lion. Thank you. What did I walk into? You tell me. I don't know. Okay, so I have two guests. The Skeleton Goth and Bushiba Amir Abdallah. Okay, the Skeleton Goth. I'm going to guess you guessed. Oh, wait. I guess I should move over here. It says I'm inviting you, so hopefully it's working. Oh, you're in Ontario. You're right above me.
Hello.
Hi. Whoa! That is so cool. What's it for?
It's to protect our material from the material you work with.
Oh, it looks like very hazardous.
No, I do this to protect my identity. I don't have to wear this if I don't want to.
What is down there?
This? Oh. Paperwork.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like something totally different.
No. Just a lot. We follow this the schedule for today, and we have to make these orders right here. And this is my room.
Oh. So what are you doing after the paperwork? Wow, there's another one.
Yes. Hello there, Earthling. How are you?
Have you ever seen that? Sorry.
Well, that's the schedule for today.
And I was just trying to see if it's regular size or.
No, it's yeah, that is regular size.
What does it look like?
Yeah, it's only 157. An A-book.
Damn it.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Willy Wonka? Like the original one?
Yeah.
You look like TV Tim, like when he gets trapped in the TV.
What is what you Earthling call Willy Wonka? What is that?
You want that? You want that?
Oh,
Right. Hide your identity.
okay. Hey,
What's up?
yeah, my name is Terry.
I am. I'll be across the room. I'll see you in.
Oh, where are we going?
To the other side of my room. Sorry, guys.
Oh. You set me on a table and
Yeah.
there's not going to be... This doesn't for dead people, does it?
Does it what? What'd you say?
This doesn't deal with like dead people, does it?
No, not really.
Not really?
Actually, I probably should go so they don't wait for me. I don't want this to get in the way.
Okay.
Well, it's very nice meeting you, and thank you for letting me on.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
All right. I can't see my chat anymore. There. Very mysterious. I agree. I think MGK. I think they're testing a zombie in Area 51. Well, just in time for Halloween. Well, actually, it's quite a while. Stuart, he was putting fuel in Doc Brown's time machine. Y'all have really good imaginations. My children would really like y'all. Lion. That definitely looked like a city morgue. That's what I was thinking. Hi, John Almasara. It says it is your first time on YouNow. I really can't tell you much about it other than this is what it is, kind of, at the bare minimum. And a break 24 emo ghost kitty in a Breaking Bad fashion. If I were, I think that's a pretty cool ensemble though, like to wear every single day. Just in time. LOL, yeah, really. John, hi Celeste, hi. Ryan, hi. Hi. That's what the hand looks like. Nick, Holocaust was a lie. Alrighty, well, I'm not really going to acknowledge that any further. MGK might be a cult. I didn't think about that. He is a Joy Sparkle fan. I don't know if you know who that is, but apparently if you're a fan of Joy Sparkles, you're automatically in a cult. So, Rams, Bari, how old are you? I am 29, and I'm going to be 30 in November. You can kind of tell, like, people say I look young, but if you look at my hands, I feel like I have wrinkly hands. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have granny hands. See? They're like super skinny, and I think they look grandma-ish. Please tell me you've heard of Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've heard of it, I promise. I actually, I've never watched it though, so, but I've gotten people like custom shirts of Breaking Bad before who like the show, and, yeah. I want to get more comfortable, sorry. Hi, JoJo Elizabeth. Good morning, beautiful. Well, good morning, beautiful. Lord of Glencoe. Guitar hands. I taught myself piano, so I would always call them piano hands. McDonald's? Do you want to go on a date to McDonald's? Oh my gosh, I so thought that profile picture was for real a fly on my screen. That is really good. Hi, Alan. I became a fan. Have you found the Fountain of Youth? Yeah, it's Sephora, the beauty store, for like hundreds of dollars. I think the real fountain of youth is keeping fit and healthy. That was fun. Sorry I couldn't be on for long. It is totally okay. It is totally good. I think that was fun too. I want to see more Skeleton Goth. Do you admire or want to, who's famous do you admire or want to meet? Well, I want to meet Sam Harris. Neil deGrasse Tyson, and oh my goodness, certain pop stars. I think I want to meet Miley Cyrus just because she seems like she'd be really fun to hang out with. She's cooled down. She doesn't seem as much into like the drugs scene or anything. So as a person, she's like somebody I would want to hang out with. I know that sounds, a lot of people are not gonna like that, but tons of other people too. I can't think off the top of my head right now because I'm on the spot. I like the face with the big hard eyes, blue water, and the sunglasses, and I used to be obsessed with alien heads. Like, I ironed on alien heads all over my backpack when I was, like, I guess little. You tripping? I trip a lot. I fall a lot. That's why I don't wear heels. I'm number 7 in girls. Well, that's funny because I'm actually not a girl. I'm just kidding. I am a girl. Biologically, I am a girl. Step hit became a fan. I love Miley. Oh my gosh! And you're a girl, right, JoJo? Well, duh, your middle name's Elizabeth. I have never met a male named Elizabeth. That is a very feminine name. I don't think I've ever. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, but you can call me Liz. No, I've never heard that. So that's really cool that there's another girl who likes Miley, because all I hear are girls hating on her. So, Khaleesi, is that you? You know, when people say that, it makes me feel really awkward because I think she's way better looking than me. So it kind of makes, like, I want to say, like, thank you, but at the same time, I feel like that's me accepting it. Like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I look like Khaleesi. I don't. Like, she's got really big lips, and her nose is better than mine. So, yeah. I didn't mean for it to look like I was flicking you off, by the way. Do you believe aliens are here, though? Here? Like, as in on our planet? I don't know about that, but I do definitely think there's a possibility there could be extraterrestrial stuff. Do you believe that they're here? I mean, I had a 5th grade teacher ask me if I was turning into an alien one time, and she meant it, and she was joking, but she was being mean about it, because I have really bad psoriasis, like that dry skin problem, and I had it really bad on my forehead, really bad. And she asked me that. She's like, are you turning into an alien? Like, in front of the class. And I was like, okay, people are really mean. I've been a fan since Hannah Montana. Oh, that's so cute. I actually never watched Hannah Montana, but I know what you're talking about, of course. You look like a skinny Summer Rae. Who's Summer Rae? And people keep calling me skinny, and that's really funny to me because I just don't see myself as skinny. Bear, maybe. Oh, maybe, yeah, I agree. Stuart H. Aliens abducting people and such. I don't think, like, obviously that's not. Have y'all seen the Cloverfield movie, the second one that came out? It's called, gosh, I don't remember what it's called, but it's, like, nothing like the first one, but it takes place, like, in a basement the entire time. And, oh my goodness, I wish I knew. It was so good, you guys. I think y'all would like it. I'm from Algeria, and I admire you. Oh, Algeria looks beautiful. The weather looks better than here. And thanks for admiring me. Whenever people like me, though, it kind of scares me because in the back of my mind, I'm like, you like me now, but just wait. Like, it will change. That teacher was rude talking about your skin. Yeah, her name was Mrs. Miller, and it was in the 5th grade. And I remember being like, I knew that that wasn't ethical. Like, it was weird. Hold on, I'm scrolling up because I'm missing comments. Maybe Bear says, oh gosh, I keep scrolling down, I'm sorry. I just don't want to miss a comment. I'm lucky right now that I'm not that popular because then I'm able to actually, like, look back at all the comments. Maybe people kidnap aliens and, oh gosh. I'm losing the comment. And probe them. That is, okay, I give up. Oh, that is why aliens avoid us. I like that theory. The teacher was rude. I had acne on my lip when I was 15. A teacher asked if I had herpes. Oh my gosh. Honestly, though, nowadays, the younger kids, like, it seems like by 15, a lot of them do, like, no offense to them, but it does seem like they have way more sexual experience than they should. Summarize the roommate. Oh, Lord. Okay, I can't really keep scrolling up. Oh, I see now why, because Selim keeps telling me to sing Sorme Yuha Fega. I don't know that song. Do you, like, befriend on Snapchat? I have never had Snapchat. Ever. Skeleton Goth. Hopefully it'll be better if I'm home. Oh yeah, it wasn't bad. You gave us really cool insight into your setting that is way more interesting than mine right now. I mean, unless you really like doors. And I have these really cool curtains. Not really. Don't spam, guys. Hey, Dayquil! Stuart H. The movie was Cloverfield Lane. That's right. Have you seen it? You still look young. I'm still amazed. Okay, well, thank you. When I'm out of the light, though, you can see my lines. I'm so oily on camera. I have these oil pads that I'm like very addicted to. Like I want to get up and go get them, but I don't want to like get up on camera. Going to Virginia in a couple weeks. Scared. Never been on a plane, says Skeleton Goth. Oh my gosh. I think you, based on what I know of you, I think you'll like it. It, to me, like the plane ride, I haven't been on a plane since like, oh gosh, 4th grade. So it might be a different experience for me now. But back then, like once you get over the clouds and everything looks just like a geometric like form or something, it is, there's something surreal about that. And the plane ride itself to me is just as cool as getting to the destination, like, or just as cool as the destination. Hi, Ron Ron. Hi, Nationalist. Logic is cool. A woman from YouNow. A woman. Well, I actually put the Logic is cool back when I was like 18 and first started my YouTube. That was when I lived in a really country southern part of Tennessee, and I wanted to distinguish myself from a lot of the people who disregard logic. Yes, laugh lines. Which is weird because I don't laugh a lot. So, like, out of all the people to have laugh lines, I don't know why I do. Like, I wish I could be one of those girls who's like, and like throws her head back and laughs, but I try. I really do. Because I love when people laugh when I say things that I think are funny. So I wish I had that reaction. Your old people scars. Yep. It's so weird to think that, like, we're all going to be, if we're lucky enough, we will all be old and decrepit one day. If we're lucky. How old are you? 29. And but I'm pretty much 30, because I mean I'll be 30 in November, so like I pretty much feel like I'm 30. Let's see. That herpes comment was at a super fancy boarding school. I keep having to scroll up, sorry. And long ago in Massachusetts, no promiscuity. Oh wow. That explains it then. Anon, you lesbian? Nope. Emo Ghost Kitty. Logic, it really is cool. I really agree, Emo Ghost Kitty. Somebody should draw an Emo Ghost Kitty. Stuart H. By people who disregard logic, you mean they're religious, right? Not just them. I mean, they come in different groups, but I have a lot of friends who are in the religious right, so I don't want to be mean, but when it comes to like logic in terms of seeing evidence as evidence rather than hearsay, yeah, I mean, they do kind of lack that, but that doesn't mean that they're not smart. A lot of them are super smart, so I just realized I'm 4 years younger than you. Oh, that's cool. Stop it. I like your name. Home Decor 12. What? You look so young. It really is the light. Watch what happens when I turn the light off. I might as well go get my cane, my walking cane. Oh, see? There. Your hair is nice. Thank you. It's actually pretty mean. Foreplay, would you please repeat your original announcement before ending your feed today? Oh, regarding Katelyn? What are you talking about for Pelin nationalist? Logic and science nowadays is mostly disregarded by far left. I agree with that to an extent. I mean, they say that if you're too open-minded, your brain falls out, and I definitely agree. I mean, there has to be some boundary, some limit with, you have to have some standards in life. If you have none, if everything goes, then really nothing goes, if that makes sense. Like, I agree. Do you have a Facebook? I do. It's Davy, D-A-V-I, White. Davy was my stage name, just before anybody asks. That was when I used to sing country music when I was little, and I picked it out because I just liked it. Guessed me, guessed me, guessed me. I'm digging your shirt. Thank you. I don't really know what to say about it, but Foreplay, yes, about Tammy. Please repeat. I missed it. I'd like to see the source of the info. Okay. Let me see if I can find a link really quick, and then I will put it in the chat for you. Just a sec. Okay. It is coming up, right? Here we go. Can I post links in here? Let's see. Hopefully I can. Hi, Junior Joseph. Lots of World of Warcraft. And it's so funny because I don't play that. My husband's very addicted to World of Warcraft or WoW. Stop ignoring. Guess me. I promise I'm not trying to be rude. I just am like putting links in and stuff for people. Are you married? Yes, I am married and I have 2 kids. They're right next door at the school. Thank you so much. No problem. Anybody who is concerned about Katelyn is awesome. So, okay, I am putting it in the chat. Tell me if it showed up, okay? The broadcaster can post links. Good. All right. I like your eyes and sweet lips. I like how you put apostrophes like, that's funny. Thank you. Woody Jen. Ew, you married? Yep. I just moved back in with my husband in January because we had been separated for almost 2 years. Would you marry me? Congrats on the marriage. Thank you. Stop it. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad. So tell me what you think for Katelyn. When you click on the link, tell me your opinion on the whole Tammy still using drugs and stuff. How old are you? I am 29. Oh, great. That's the most important thing in my opinion. Good job. Oh, thank you, Nationalist. Woody Jen. I'm not married, but I'm in love. That's really good. That's really good because marriage and love are not always, or excuse me, not being married. Being single and love are not mutually exclusive, is what I was going to say. You look like you're 18 or 20. Thank you, Muhammad. It's Rafair Shade 6464's first time on YouNow. Welcome them. Okay, hi, welcome to my uneventful chat. I'm sounding happy, probably because I got sleep last night. Like it's like my body is saying like thank you, thank you, thank you. What's your religion? I don't have a religion. I can remember like my memory of being at Temple Israel. I can remember sitting on my dad's lap. And it was like when the rabbi was talking, of course, and I can remember when he was like, does anybody have any questions? And he was a young rabbi. He was like in his 20s. And I raised my hand and my parents were like, they were probably like, what in the world is she going to say? And I was like, where did God come from? And he was like, well, God always was or something like that. And all of it just struck me as humans repeating hearsay and being superstitious as young as that. I was younger than my kids are, so I was like under 7 at that time. And I saw it as very offensive. I saw it as putting this ugly damper on putting life, reality, and the mystery of life in this little box and locking it. And to me, that's just a really, anyway, I don't want to talk more about that, but, oh, thank you. It's actually not, I'm not Jewish. My mom's side was Jewish, but they're non-practicing. So it was more of just like a heritage type thing. But like, we would do Hanukkah and go to Purim and things like that. Like, I would always dress up as Esther. But I'm single and love it. That's really good. Because Bear says, being single is okay. No dramas. I could see that. Hold on, sorry. I'm single and love it. Home decor, I'm Wiccan. Some of my best friends are Wiccan, and I really love how they believe in the golden rule, and they really believe in being nice to nature. It was really funny because recently my son, there was a big spider on the wall, and he was like, Mommy, don't kill it because it has a life just like us. And I was like, really? You don't want? And I wasn't going to kill it anyway. I was like, okay, I'll just scoop it outside. And then as soon as it moved, he was like, kill it. Did you get to see the solar eclipse? No, I didn't. There was something going on with my kids. I don't remember, but it didn't get to. And this actually is a shirt, not a jumper. But thank you, Yom Kiv Bear. God is human construction to service our needs. Yeah, probably like our egos. Stop it. Did you get to see the solar eclipse? Oh, I just answered that. Sorry. Home decor 12. If I was as pretty as you, I'd believe in God. um, thanks, but our appearances can become disfigured in 1 second of like a car accident or something like so. It's plus it is definitely enhanced with mascara and things like that. So I would take appearances with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier that I think fitness and health are the most attractive things, and intelligence, of course, and kindness. Did you get to see the solar? Oops, I keep for some reason it keeps like bringing me back to that question. Vivian, religious leaders like to talk, but don't like answering questions. That's really true. Because I think it makes them feel challenged, and I don't know. I like when people ask me questions, even if I don't know the answer to it. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't know. Although my 10-year-old, he gets kind of mad. Like if I don't know the answer to something, he actually gets mad. So I'll be like, okay, well, let's Google it right now. Bear, what is your dream life? I always picture the same thing. I picture classical music. I hear classical music or Celtic music, and I picture gardens. It sounds so cheesy, but I picture sunlight. I know some people like overcast, and I picture sunlight and having like tea parties and my children playing in front of me in the grass, my daughter painting, and I guess just a sense of home and security and nature and simplicity. I don't like I know a lot of people like the hustle bustle. I prefer kind of like not beach bum lifestyle, but in a way, like I feel like if you have enough money to buy food and mascara and clean water and pay the utilities and rent or your mortgage, then that's really what matters. Because I'd rather live where I really like to be instead of if I could afford to take vacations all the time, I totally would. But realistically speaking, I would just rather live climate-wise and all that I like. So, sorry. Okay, let me go back to the chat. You seem pretty woke. Stop it. And that the second son is supposed to be, what did it say? Planet X. Oh, like the planet Nibiru thing I've heard about. Nationalist. What did you say? Religion and God are more complicated than atheists think. I know. I've been there, done that. Oh, I agree. There are many different like levels of it, but that kind of to me just goes to show how it's really about it's not so much about scripture as it is about the individual's perspective. Dayquil, I was gonna chug the rest of my wine, but I have work. Dayquil! You need to watch out. You're gonna hurt your pancreas and your liver. Woodigan, LOL woke. I'm wide awake. 14 Viper, I became a fan. Just peace, says Vivian. Can I sing for you, Huffies? Well, you're not in the guest queue. Emo goes Kitty. I'm part Irish and Scottish, so I love to study Celtic stuff. Really? So you have that accent? I wish you would want to guest, because that accent is the most, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful. Like, and I try to do the Irish Scottish accent, and I fail. Sustainable and simple, says Bear. Yes, sustainable and simple. So true. Vivian, emo, I am Irish, living in the UK. Emo Ghost Kitty. Nice, Vivian. Stuart, did you know Caitlin Nicole Davis? I was not lucky enough to get to know her. But what I know of her, I feel very close to her memory from watching her. Thank goodness she left a lot of herself online for us to watch her. Stop it. When you rent, who do you pay? My landlord. Bear, what is the weirdest thing you believe is true? Okay, something weird I think is true that most people disagree with. I think that tattoos, no offense, but I feel like tattoos are the opposite of unique. I feel like they are tribal. I feel like it is people doing just the opposite of unique. I don't see them as like people I feel like act like they're super unique when they get a tattoo. And ever since I was a little girl, I always saw it as the opposite. Not that's not like a big that's trivial and silly. Like in the end, I really couldn't care less if somebody has. Hi, Diana. You're a very put together individual. At least you seem so. It's like Jordan Peterson. Who's Jordan Peterson? I feel like after saying something so nice, I should know who Jordan Peterson is. SMH, shaking my head, Robin. Be my mom, adopt me. I don't really have the budget to adopt anybody. Otherwise, okay, just so y'all know, when I was really little, I still don't do escalators. I still have to drive with bare feet. I still won't do elevators. I had to force myself to learn how to drive at 25 years old because I didn't want to. I had to be trained to make eye contact when I was in grade school. I don't remember the grade. And I was on the Asperger's spectrum. So when y'all ask me questions, if I take them super literally and I don't get the joke, that has a lot to do with it. So hopefully that gave y'all some perspective. No, I'm not full on Irish or Scottish. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. I pictured like Merida, like an emo ghost kitty with like a red wig on it. I don't rent, so I didn't know. Oh, okay, yeah. Renting is basically right now easier financially, and plus I'm so picky, like I'm not gonna actually buy a house until I decide it's exactly what I want. Plus when you have kids, you really want to, like I don't want to buy a house until they decide on the high school they want to go to. Stuart H, I like my body how it is. I don't want that enhancement. Oh, what body enhancement? Oh, tattoos, yeah. I changed my mind too much anyway. So it's what you said, and it's also like that I know I would regret it if I got one. And I like purity, and I just see, I don't know. Jordan Peterson is a psychologist who became famous arguing against social justice warriors. Oh, okay. That now I am intrigued, and I'm going to want to find him on YouTube. Emo Ghost Kitty. I feel like a baby. I'm probably the youngest person. You must be. But that's not. I think it's really cute that you asked who you pay the rent to, because a lot of people are afraid to ask questions, and I think it's really cute that you did. Vivian, understood. Bear, you seem very smart. I am very ditzy though, and I attribute that to always thinking too much. Osmanalo. Hello. Hello. 24 emo ghost kitty. Isn't Asperger's a form of autism? It's the high functioning, but I don't really like I feel like sometimes psychologists just come up with labels to make things easier. Like, so that's just what they told me. I don't really know if that's true. Like, Nationalist. Peterson is a great psychology professor, has a big YouTube channel, wrote a great book, has IQ of 150 plus. Wow, he is the wisest man alive. Okay, well, I am super honored to have you see any resemblance at all or relation. Vivian, it is on the spectrum. Eyes them. I became a fan. Hi. Emo Ghost Kitty. I'm 14. You're 14? Aw. Do you like being 14? For me, that was a very, you're only a couple years older than Caitlin Nicole Davis, if you know who she is. And that seems to be a very emotionally challenging time for a lot of girls and boys. Bear, what is unique about you? I think about death every second of the day. Stuart H. Harley Quinn is both smart and ditzy. Oh. Is she? I know who Harley Quinn is, but I've never watched the stuff that her character is in. Eisen, how are you? Needing more coffee. Fair, like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory, kind of. Oh, okay, well, yes. My husband is actually, like, when we've watched Big Bang, he says I remind him of Sheldon. But not, like, because of, like, it's not when Sheldon says, like, super intelligent stuff. It's when Sheldon does things that are awkward. Emo Ghost Kitty. When I was in first grade, I was super quiet and shy, and my teachers told me they told you you're autistic? I don't think that's a bad thing. Turn for Emo Ghost Kitty. And no, I actually have it. Well, I think that makes, they say that Einstein would have been probably on the spectrum. They say most famous composers, like Mozart, was more than likely on the spectrum. Famous painters like Renoir and So I think you're in good company. Vivian H. I worked with a child who had autism, and they usually like a structured life. Yes. I would say structured is almost an understatement. For me, though, it's not, I love structure, but I am a queen procrastinator. So, and death is always in the forefront of my mind. So anything I do, I consider it like, is it worth wasting time, basically? Like what I'm doing right now, I feel like improves my confidence. Like when I get on here, even though this is kind of a limited dimensional interaction, it's still an interaction. For me, that's a big deal. So I feel like it is worth my time because it improves. Then the rest of the day is better for me. So I guess it's kind of self-serving when I get on here, but I feel like everybody uses each other to a degree. You know, like people might use me for entertainment, or I use y'all to have a friend. I mean, friends use each other for friendship, I guess. Using doesn't have to have a negative connotation. Does that make sense? May I kiss you? The likelihood of that is pretty small. Highly creative. Yes, I bet you are. Dang, I was obsessed with death when I was an anti-theist. If it is a problem for you, you should check out Peterson Indeed and then Carl Jung. Worked for me. I'm going to have to come back to the chat and look up all these people again. So are you religious now, nationalist? Like, if so, what is your religion? You don't have to say if you don't want to. Bear, it's argued it's hard to be super creative without being on the spectrum. I wonder why that is. I do see, though, neurotypicals, they typically like to be entertained. They're the ones who like to read the books. They're the ones who like to look at the, well, no, I shouldn't say art, because usually artists like art. But they're the ones who like to watch the movies. They're the ones who like to watch the football games, whereas the people on the spectrum are usually the ones behind the scenes directing or writing the music or writing the scripts, or do you see what I'm saying? Like, they're the ones who have to create, whereas neurotypicals they like to watch the creations. Kind of like my husband. He likes to sit back. He could watch movies all day. And I think the same would apply to video game creators. Which is probably why people on the spectrum are less likely to be religious, because they as far as a creator goes, they're very creative. So it's like they know that if there were a real, like an actual one creator, that there wouldn't be so many flaws, disfigurements, inconsistencies, which I know the religious would say there's a reason for all that, and that's fine. Just people have different perspectives. Lots of broadcasters are quiet in real life. Very true. Nationalist, Stuart H. They had 2 conversations. It wasn't impressive. Oh, people can be mean here, though. I agree. I think people can be mean everywhere, though. Stop it. I have anxiety and I'm antisocial. Well, that just makes you probably more real then. Bear. But to imagine a symphony or movie as a complete whole. Yeah. I think I'm thinking what you meant. The skeleton goth, no lives matter. Stuart H. Historians also think Thomas Jefferson and Howard Hughes would be on the autism spectrum. Thomas Jefferson? I just adore that man. They say he had a cantankerous personality, and that he was very easily kind of like riled up and would get really passionate when he talked, and that he formed a lot of enemies that way. But I like that about him because it shows me that he was genuine. Nationalist. I'm slowly becoming a Christian, but not a typical one. I found many practical reasons why it's right, and it might even get deeper than that. That's good that you like research and that you didn't just like delve right into it, you know. Because if you just dive into something, how do you really even know what you're diving into? Angela Brandenburg. I'm a huge follower on Facebook of Katie Davis. It's great news to read the link you posted up on Katie's mom. Hopefully Katie will get justice after all. Hopefully. The real justice would have been her leaving that trailer alive. Somebody's calling my phone. 1 second. Normally I don't get calls this time of day. Like, I'll get a text or something, but... Alright. Sorry for the awkwardness. I don't think it's anything. I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, so these are just a bunch of like updates on eBay. Stuff I'm watching on eBay, apparently. Stuff is ending soon. Emo Ghost Kitty. I don't know if you consider Wicca religion. I don't, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not that familiar. I'm not that familiar with Wicca enough to really like determine that, but I do know that they seem to really like nature, which I feel like everybody should, because this is our home and we are part of nature. And they do believe in like karma, which I don't believe in karma in the sense that like if you do something evil that now fate is gonna come back to you in that way. But I do believe that like whatever energy we put out or whatever, and by energy I say that loosely. I don't mean like we're transmitting like but you know we are energy, and so I feel like if you know common sense, like I think little kids even know if you're nice to people, then that's more than likely going to come back to you. It should, but see, that doesn't always happen. There are horrible tragedies in the world that happen to amazing people. And I mean, some people are born schizophrenics and they can't even distinguish reality from delusion. And so, like, that's a living hell. Why did they deserve that? They didn't. So, like, in that sense, I can't really believe in karma. Someone just gave me a lot of likes. Oh my gosh, who did that? Who just did that? Was that JoJo? Who did that? Someone tell me. I want to thank them. 6 Solomon? Home Decor 12. What made you interested in Caitlin Davis? I first saw it on a Yahoo News story, and then I wanted to see, like, immediately I wanted to see what she looked like. I wanted to see what she was thinking. I wanted to know more information about it. And when I did watch the video immediately of her leaving, and I wanted to know more about her. I wanted to see more of her. And then I saw that leading up to what she did to herself, that she had live streamed many times crying, talking about how she wants to kill herself, how she hates life. She would even refer to herself as emo. And so I felt compelled to come out and be like, look, people, if this isn't a sign to stop making fun of people who are acting suicidal, you know, because the attention seeker label gets thrown on anyone nowadays who is having a so-called pity party online. Like, a lot of us come on here because that's the only outlet we have. Like, we're not, and if we are doing it for attention, so what? We all want attention. Like, that's part of being alive and existing, is getting attention. So, like, I wanted people to understand, like, Caitlyn is a prime example of somebody who voiced that she wanted to die and hated herself. She was beautiful and looked healthy, and so people didn't really believe it, but it was how she felt. And then, bam, she ended her life at 12 years old in a very gruesome way. So every time I see, thank you, stop it, stop it, stop it. I wish I knew what the likes like entailed, but I think it's really nice regardless, because people seem to really like it. So thank you. Emo. And I hate negativity, and I try to transmit positivity, because I do agree that there is a bunch of tragedy in the world. That's very nice of you, Emo, and any little bit of positivity can make there's a trifecta effect. So you're doing great. I don't know what you're saying, but the broadcast is good. Oh, okay. So we have 2 kitties in here, I think. We have, hold on, I'm going to go down. We have Kitty Cohen. And then we have emo kitty. So we have an emo ghost kitty, and then we have a regular kitty. I like cats, so I got called an attention seeker when I have legit depression. And then that just makes it worse, doesn't it? Like, the invisible sicknesses they can be just as detrimental sometimes as cancer, and I think suicide is proof of that. It's a terminal, if your depression is bad enough, it is a terminal illness. But nobody sees it that way, and you would think that they would, given all the recent teen suicides. Vivian, emo, did you get help? That's a good question, Vivian. Are you getting help right now? Kitty K. Well, hi, hee hee. I don't know what you're saying, CIX. Cook? I'm like out of coffee. Almost. Emo Ghost Kitty. I am getting help. I have to go to a therapist and a psychologist. Good. Just be wary though of what they try to prescribe you because sometimes it can do more harm than good. Especially Prozac. I would really steer clear of that one. Medication wise. I think that DBT seems to do the best for people with depression, especially young people who are still developing and they don't really need to toy around with their bodies like that. Stuart H., do you have an opinion on 13 Reasons Why? I don't because I've never seen it, but based on what my very intelligent, she's not a friend, she's somebody I watch on YouTube, Jacqueline Glenn, I don't know if I watch her, but she did not have good things to say about it, so usually her judgment is kind of in line with mine. Not always though, actually, so I would want to watch it first before I judged it. Vivian H., good. Skeleton. Do you watch anime? Yes. Ghibli is actually my favorite. I was watching on Netflix. It was called Sword Art Online, which normally as a mom, like I don't have time to really ever just watch Netflix stuff. Like I consider talking to y'all right now, like this for me is medicinal in a way. But as far as like being entertained, I don't really do that unless I'm playing music while I do housework. And I got into Sword Art Online because it is an anime that is very feasible. Like this dude, they're playing virtual reality. I think it's supposed to take place in 2020. And he puts the they're all playing virtual reality, like he and his friends. And it's a game, like kind of reminds me of like the way Warcraft would be in a way, based on what you have to do in the game. And the creator of the game made it to where like your conscious, gets trapped into the game. And you have to actually like battle your way out to be back in real life. And so you're like in the game, you're like meeting all these other players in person in the game. And some people are wanting to commit suicide. Some people were like me and they were just kind of trolling in the game. So they're just like, oh my gosh. And it's so realistic. It's exactly the way it would be if that happened. Your sister-in-law was on Prozac and almost died. Yeah, I'm actually putting a video together now. It's been a while, but I am putting a video together to put on YouTube that shows the psychology, the industry of psychiatry, and how their labels came to be, and how they are not at all in line with the sciences, and how a lot of what they do is just for money and very dangerous. And Prozac there are so many testimonials to Prozac causing murderous or suicidal, like more than any of the other SSRIs, tendencies in people. Like the pattern of it is undeniable. The Skeleton Goth. Death Note is mine. Only 37 episodes, about 13 hours total. I haven't seen Death Note yet, but I want to. 13 hours total. Wow. That's a lot. It looks really good, but everybody's saying that the real Death Note movie is not good. Back on the Prozac, though, they actually did a study, and it was showing that shrimp in the sea, living shrimp, when Prozac leaked into the sea and the Prozac were ingesting it, the shrimp were ingesting it, that they actually got suicidal tendencies. These emotionless shrimp all started swimming into things that were going to kill them instead of going the opposite direction like the shrimp that didn't ingest it, because it does something to the psyche. Like it makes a living thing feel like it needs to end itself. I took Prozac for only a week. And I was at my father-in-law's house, and I remember sitting on the couch and thinking, it just struck me off. So I was like, I need to go. I need to leave. I need to go. I need to leave the earth. And it was a very matter-of-fact thing. There wasn't even much emotion. It was almost like I was on a mission. It was like, I need to go. And the only thing that stopped me at the time was my husband. And that was it. And there was really no logic behind it other than, everybody in some way is a victim to something. There are tons of horrible things, and not everybody gets suicidal about it. It was just crazy. That stuff should not be allowed. You're from Turkish, bro. That's cool, bro. Or sis. Emo Ghost Kitty. I'm studying Japanese because I plan on moving to... Oh my gosh, I am jealous. Japan is so pretty. It looks so pretty, and I love the culture, I love the fashion, I love the music, I love the health aspect, I love all the cherry blossom trees. I like how the people there are more relatable to me. They're not as like physically affectionate and cuddly. They're more like reserved in that way. And I think, and this is gonna sound really bad, but I think Asian women are some of the prettiest. I think Asian women and Indian women are some of the apps. Like if I were a dude, those would be the girls I'd be attracted to. Sorry, didn't mean to caps lock. Wow, that's crazy. How about Attack on Titan? Haven't seen that. Have y'all seen Wolf Children, the Ghibli movie? If you have not, I highly recommend it. Like, it is so beautiful. And as a mom, I think if you're a mom, you really need to watch it. Skeleton Goth. I used to be bi, did stuff I'm not proud of. Why are you not proud of it? I think everybody could be, like, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I used to think that I could be bi when I was, like, when I was about, like, 14. And, then I, like, asked one of my friends to kiss me at 14. It was a girl. And, she, like, grabbed my, like, she just, like, grabbed my face. And, like, I realized at that moment that I wasn't. Like, it kind of confirmed it. But I'm the type of person, like, I have to try to know. Like, so that's why I tried. And I realized I am not. But there's nothing, like, you should be ashamed of. Like, unless you, like, killed your bi partner or something. Stop it. The Skeleton Goth. Have you seen the Asian Death Note movies? Stuart H. Have you heard the weird exotic ghost stories? You say the weird exotic ghost stories, like, so that means, like, there are some I should know about? Emo Ghost Kitty. I love the Japanese culture, too. Good. Well, you need to find me on Facebook, and then I can see the pictures of you in Japan. And I want to keep up with you anyway because I want you to come talk to me when you're feeling depressed. Stuart H. My last name is Japanese. It means the woods. That is awesome. That is awesome. Weird, exotic Japanese ghost stories. I think, like, whenever I start feeling panicky, like, I used to think of, like, beach scenes because I love the beach. But lately, like, when I think of being in the woods and I picture, like, the sun peeking through the trees and stuff, and I picture, like, fall leaves, that actually calms me down more than thinking of the ocean. What's your natural hair color? What do you use to dye your hair? Okay. My natural hair color is a, like, I don't know, medium brown. It would be a level 4. It's always a level 4. So level 9 is the blondest, and level 1 is, like, black. Well, actually, there's no such thing as pure black hair, believe it or not. So level 1 would be, like, darkest brown. And I use high lift because if you use bleach, it will fry your hair. So I get high lift in 12A by the Ion Color Brilliance brand. I leave it on my hair for 45 minutes till it is a very not attractive parakeet yellow, which I guess some people like that. I don't like that. And then I put the T, this is where the magic comes in, okay? It is the Wella Color Charm Toner, and I get it in T18. And I use 20 volume developer, and I leave that on for 15 minutes. And then, because when I go to the salon, it always still has a yellow hue to it, and I just don't like it. And it's cheaper to do it myself, and my hair is healthier when I do it myself. So, nationalist. White girls are the best. Scandinavian, Russia, Ukraine. That's how my husband feels. He likes that. Hence him getting with me. But East Asian white mix is great, like roaming millennial. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own preference. Asian white mix is like roaming millennial. Yeah, she is, yeah, definitely. If I were a dude, I think the combination of blue eyes and black hair is so pretty on girls and guys. And like I said, I think the Indian would, like the girl who's going to play Jasmine in the new Aladdin that's coming up, she is gorgeous. And like I said, the Asian women, like the little Lolita, like the Asian girls who dress up like little girls, like not to sound weird, but you know, like the kawaii look, I just think they're so cute. Like they're so pretty. And if I were a dude, I think that would be, well, I don't know, I don't know. It would also be based on intelligence. So, uh-oh, someone captured a moment. That's always scares me because I feel it's going to be like when I'm saying crazy stuff. So, Skeleton God said, depression and anxiety sucks the worst. Coming from someone like me. Oh my gosh, and you did a little face with a gun? Okay. Sometimes it gets so bad. Well, I don't leave the house. I go to the grocery store, I get my kids. People look at me and they assume that I have confidence. I wish there was a way I could make y'all feel better. Like, I wish there was a way I could make you understand that when I see you, for instance, Skeleton God, I see a guy who gets himself out of bed and goes to work and has a great sense of humor. I've seen you interact with Joy, and you seem level-headed and funny. And Emo Ghost Kitty, you seem very articulate, and you ask questions, which shows that you aren't like egocentric and you're self-aware. Life changes. Life changes so fast. I mean, we could get swallowed by a sinkhole, or a plane could fall on us, or so we're gonna die anyway. We're gonna die anyway. So just stick around while you can. And everyone goes number 2. Everyone goes poo. Think about that when you think of the people hurting you or making you feel insecure. That they sit there and they like do that gross stuff. So they're nothing they're nothing above you. They're not superior to you. So, and I know things can, like, you can seem like you're just in a bubble of evil, like people just don't care. And sometimes that can be true, but just remember you're going to go anyway. So don't cut it short, because things do change. And sometimes there is beauty in all of the pain, like beauty in the ugliness. It makes you realize, it makes you a better person. Like, it makes you have more empathy. Wait, I'm going back to the exotic ghosts. Stuart said Japan has exotic ghosts called yokai. Hold on. Like Yokai Watch? Is that where Yokai Watch came from? Because it's a ghost. They weren't humans that died. They were always spirits. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to go back up. Like the turtle spirit Kappa. I did not know that. But that's really cute though. And kind of weird and creepy. What did Moonchild say? I hope you keep broadcasting. I absolutely love your personality vibe. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And again, it scares me when people say that, because people always end up hating me. So it's just kind of scary. But thank you. I'm glad you like me right now. Emo Ghost Kitty, I'm not Japan now. I'm moving to Japan when I'm older. Well, that is a very lovely thing to look forward to. Home decor. What is your Facebook again? It is Davy, D-A-V-I, white. Like the opposite of black. Let's see. Can I sing you a song? Are you in my guest queue? It says 1 guest, but then I click on it and it says 0, so it's kind of weird. Hi from Asia. Hi, Hafiz. That might have been me. I was just trying the buttons out. Oh, okay. Kitty K, not familiar with you now. Yeah, I'm not really either. I mean, this is what it is. I'm sure there's a lot more perks to it and like features that I haven't utilized yet. Paul 12. No one is happy in this world. But if you make someone smile once a day, you make that person happy for that moment. That is beautiful, Paul. And that is so true. And I think right now we live in this like culture where it is seen as a weakness to be sensitive and to be understanding and open to other, to opposition. But it's the opposite of weakness. Stuart H. Kim Jong-un does not poo. It's hold on, I gotta see the rest of this. Oh my gosh, where is that? Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Where did that comment go? Kim Jong-un does not poo. It says so in his government. That actually sounds like it could really be on his newspaper. Based on the tales he tells about himself. Okay. The Skeleton Goth. Watch Jordan Peterson on YouTube if you are, what does it say, ritualistic? Oh, nihilistic. Give it a try. Paul 12. So, smile. Home decor. Yes, Davy White, just like that. Moon, child, dreams, fire. I usually like all people, haha, but you seem very honest and open. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I try to be very honest, but I do have thoughts that come into my mind while on here that I don't always say. I might say them if someone asks, but I'm not just going to volunteer them. Because I self-sabotage a lot in that way. Like at my kid's school, I'll be like, oh, this mother likes me. Maybe we can be friends and I'll have a life. And then I end up saying too much. And then I like squashed the opportunity. So, hi, CR7 boy. You're so beautiful. Thank you. It's L'Oreal. The Skeleton Goth. This government is in a long era of corruption. I think the government has needed reform for a long time. But I do agree that it's gotten to where it is. It will be at a point of no return. Like, it will be irreversible if we don't start, if it doesn't start reforming right now. I mean, the cycle of, well, I don't want to be like, I don't want to get into politics, but it's very self-serving right now. Not for we the people, but just for government people. Or, yeah, I don't want to expound too much on that because some people probably disagree. And unless you're able to like talk to me directly on co-hosting and stuff, then it feels kind of like I think I'm like I don't want y'all to think I'm preaching. Like, my opinions are ever changing anyway. Like, I looked at some Facebook posts that I made like a few years ago, and I was ashamed. Like, they were about it was about terrorism and things like that, and I was like, oh, I was mortified. So, government is no longer a Christian. Yay! I made someone smile today. That's my job done. Oh, Paul, never stop, and make yourself smile too, because that's important. Because if you're not happy, it's hard to make other people happy. But sometimes happiness, you know, isn't always the reaction you need to have. Sometimes you need to be sad, and that's a good thing too. Emo Ghost Kitty, I can't find your Facebook. Oh, poo. Here, I'll type it in. Baby White. And I have this like creepy little video. It's just my daughter. She's like looking up, and she's like for 2 seconds. I didn't mean for the video to upload like that. That's just how it uploaded. Oops. Tony's Pizza. You know that one girl from Game of Thrones? The one with the dragon? Yes. Like, one of the main characters. Just, you know, that one girl with the dragon. You know, she has a few scenes in the show. Home Decor 12. What is your husband like? Quiet. Logical. Insecure, but also very confident at the same time. And homebody. Doesn't want to leave the house ever. Skeleton Goth. World War III or World War II? Jam Bob Campaign. Oh. Whoa. You invited a lot of fans, Jasper. You're popular, aren't you? Jasper's Kitchen. Do you work in a kitchen? Vivian. I have to go now, Celeste, but I really have enjoyed it here. Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions next time, let me know. And I will try to implement it here. Antisocial. I became a fan. That's cool, Antisocial. Thanks for attempting to socialize here. I have these like cool little car. Okay, good. I'm glad you will be back. Stop it. Your husband sounds just like me. Really? I feel more like I'm the man in the relationship, and I feel more like he is the woman. Because he likes me to be in control. He likes me to be like, yeah, he likes me to be in control. I feel more like I'm the domineering one, but he doesn't like to be in control. And I don't know if y'all are like into astrology. I was about to say astronomy. Astrology, but my husband is a Pisces, and based on what it says about Pisces, he is very textbook Pisces. Like, he likes to be led. He doesn't like to be in the lead. He's very attracted to my sign, which is a Scorpio, which we are like very intense, mysterious, like jealous, dark people. People either hate us or they really like us. And thankfully, his sign likes us. If you are into astrology, if you're not, I probably sound like a nutcase right now. Can you put the link? Yes, I can. 1 second, please. Thank you, Hallie Brahim. There. You're a Scorpio too, home decor. Okay, so you get me then, if you're into that kind of stuff. Have you heard of the Chinese zodiac, which matches the year you're born with an animal? Yes, and I'm a rabbit. I am a rabbit. So, you're a Leo, stop it? So is my little girl. Leos always see my sign as like too emotional and like too sensitive usually. Like they're nice, like, but they always see, like, every Leo I've ever met, they like me at first, but then they're just like, "Oh my God, girl, get it together." Like, I don't know. That's the vibe I get from Leos, but we usually jive really well though. Because we're both like fixed signs, so we're both like kind of dominant. Hi, Javier Maya. Javier Maya. Kitty K. My husband is loud and logical. He is an Aries and I'm Sagittarian. I'm definitely not the dominant one. Oh, you're a Sagittarius? Sagittarians are always so, y'all are almost like afraid to express when you're really hurt or upset. Like, y'all are so used to always being, I love y'all's energy. Like, y'all are always so positive and funny. Every Sagittarian I've ever met is funny. And y'all like to be on the go. Like, y'all don't like to be nestled at home. Like, I'm a homebody, and like Sagittarians I've met are all like always, they don't like being in the same place at the same time. And you said your husband's an Aries? My therapist is an Aries, and he is a very, they're always, to me, like, I like how they're also on the go. They like to be in charge. And I've always been attracted to Aries, but we would never be compatible. Not from my experiences. You're a 9.9. And thank you. That's a very high expectation for me, though. I like when people think lower of me because then I have more room to make them like me. So, Emo Ghost Kitty, I'm an Aquarius. Oh, y'all are always so unique and quirky. That is what my mother-in-law, my grandma-in-law, and a lot of people I know are. Y'all are very much into, like, unique, weird, different things. And y'all like newness. Y'all like new things, like new gadgets. Like, I like antique. Every Aquarius I've ever met prefers, like, brand spanking new technology type stuff. How old are you? I am 29. You'd be a perfect 10 if with me. That's really funny. Okay, you're a 1.3. Kitty K, we are all fire signs. Husband, me, and my son. I would say it's a great flow in the family like this. Wow. That's a good thing though, because I'm a water sign and my husband's a water sign, so we're both like emotional and sensitive, and we get that. But my daughter's a fire sign and my son's an earth sign. He's a Virgo, and he's very much a Virgo. Like, he'll just be like, "Mom, why are you so weird?" Or like one time I put on lace, like a lace shirt the other day, and he was like, and he just turned 10 last week, and he was like, "You are not gonna wear that. I don't like the way, no." And he's kind of a perfectionist. When is your birthday? Mine is October 28th. Mine's November 16th. You don't look 29, that's good. Oh, I think 29 sounds really old, doesn't it? I guess it is. 30 to me sounds ancient, so I'm really not looking forward to that. Like, I think I'm really gonna like work out extra hard right before my 30th birthday so that I can like post a selfie like in excellent shape and be like 30 just to make myself feel better. Can you guess me? I can, but how long have I been on here? I can't tell how long I've been on, but I know it's been a long time, so I need to be productive. And no, Virgo's not bossy. Actually, Virgo's usually very level-headed, and Virgos, I've noticed Virgos tend to be just, they like routine and they like structure, whereas I, as a Scorpio, am more about like impulsivity. Like, I'm about like being spontaneous and Yeah. Emo Ghost Kitty. I am into new technology, but in the sense of seeing technology advance. Heck yeah. Like, I don't want to go back in the Dark Ages. I like watching shows about the Dark Ages, and there's this like kind of cozy feeling I get when I watch like Renaissance period type things, like with the candle lighting and the stone cooking and like just their outfits and the way the men had all that facial hair, and the men just always to me are so like, huh, like all that is awesome. But would I want to go back to those times where like if I reject a dude's sexual propositions, I might get pushed into a corner and raped? No. I don't know what the heck why I just went off on a tangent about that. 10 thumbs up, 10 likes. Thank you, Mont. Mont. Stuart H, you've been on an hour and 24 minutes. Okay. Next time I need to put my laptop, I'm on the desktop right now, but next time I need to take my laptop and put it on my elliptical so that I can actually, that's an hour and 24 minutes that I could have been exercising. That's really bad. Like, I'm going to get secretary spread, as they call it, from sitting down like this. I'm a Virgo. In fact, today is my birthday. No lie. September 6th. Oh my gosh, Abs Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abs Daddy. Happy birthday to you. And here's some cake. Have you ever done drugs? What drugs? Who asked me that? Home decor. I say done loosely. I've tried a few times the marijuana, the cannabis, and it just made me super paranoid. Like I was lying down on my, actually, okay, so when my husband and I moved into a new duplex a couple years ago, in the driveway, the people on the other side of the duplex, when they were moving out, they dropped their marijuana in the driveway. And I called the girl who owned it, who had it, and she said that we could keep it, and I tried it. And, well, actually, my husband had to get something to do it with, you know, like the pipe thing. Is this illegal for me to talk about? Okay, like, am I going to get in trouble? But, like, so I tried it, and I immediately felt like, because I have a heart condition, and I was like, oh my God, what if there was something else in this? Like, I can't breathe, and I was lying down. We called the police, and the police came, and there were two guys. My husband had flushed it down the toilet, and my husband told them some other story, but I just flat out told the officers, I was like, I tried some marijuana that was left in the driveway, and my husband flushed it down the toilet, I think I'm going to die. And they took me in to make sure my heart was okay, and then they didn't, like, report anything. They didn't get mad about it. Salute. Otherwise, you love antiques? Ooh, me too. You're so young and you like antiques. That's really impressive, actually. Most teenagers, like, couldn't care less about antiques. Not to sound, I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there are, but from what it looks like, most teenagers would rather, like, go to, like, Target and get, like, all the new furniture rather than, like, some antique, like, rustic, pretty stuff. I don't know. Abs Daddy. Oh, you sweet. My daughter sang that this morning, too, but she didn't say the abs part. That would be really funny. Happy birthday, Abs Daddy. I love you. Guess me, please. I'm kind of odd about guessing somebody I don't, like, oh, okay, I do see your face. One, Hallie Brahim. Do you have an accent? Oh my God, LOL. So, I'm probably gonna skedaddle. I always say that, but I say it with hesitation, just in case someone has something they want to say. Hi, Kaner Denise. It is so nice to meet you today. Thank you for coming. Antisocial gave 400 likes. Thank you for those likes. That would be really cool if we could do that in real life. Like, just do a bunch of likes to people in real life. Not sure what that would entail, but what is problem? Guessed me. Oh, there's no problem. Okay. Should I guest you? I'm a little scared. Only because I don't know you and like, yeah, because I don't know you. So, should I be scared of you? Would you tell me if I should be? The voice impression. Oh my God. Thank you. The women on my mom's side, the older women, that's how they talk. Yes, guesting is like a co-broadcast. So like if you see the chat, if you see the top of the chat, it says chat and then audience and then guests. And like if you click on guests, you can take a little snapshot of your face and then I can click guests and then if you have a webcam, you will pop up on the other side. You are wonderful. Oh, thank you. How about this? How about I fuel up and I make my green tea and I eat some food because truth be told, I have not had breakfast yet. It is 9:30 a.m. here and then I will resume this and I will come back. Oh, creepy, lol. Yeah, it is. See, it's kind of creepy because like my friend Joy one time guested somebody. Oops. My friend Joy guested somebody one time and they were like in a really freaky face mask. And I know it's just the internet, it's like there's nothing they can really do, but he was like screaming into the camera and it was terrifying and startling and it was also very amusing, but it was amusing for me because I wasn't the one guesting him, but I would have kind of panicked. She handled it very well though. I gotta go. Nice meeting you, sweet chickie. Have a good day. Chickie? It's nice meeting you too, Abs Daddy. Aries, hi, Eris. Oh, and I sent a friend request. Yay! I can't wait to see what you look like, Emo Ghost Kitty. Abs Daddy, lots of guys don't have pants on as well. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, thank you for liking my karaoke. I think I sung that one when I was 19 years old. So that was like 10 years ago. Oh my lord. That was a long time ago. In guest. Really? I'm going to click on his face. I wonder if he does. Well, he's got a shirt on and he looks like he's got a watch on and he looks like, I don't know. He doesn't strike me as the dude who'd be pantsless in the chat. Hold on. I just got like a lot of vibrations on my phone. I'm getting a call. So, did I just show y'all his phone number? I'm going to have to get off here. Oh, hold on. Well, yeah. I'm going to get off just in case they talk about something like private because you never know. So, it was so nice to, oh, uh-oh. I didn't answer it in time. So, I'm going to call the person back, but it was really nice to meet y'all. Thank you for liking my singing. And, thanks. I've been so lucky with not having many trolls. But I know my time will come. It is inevitable on the interwebs. I sure get my fair share. Look at all this oil. Oh my lord. I sure get my fair share of trolling. Wow. I sure get my fair share of trolling when I am on YouTube versus here. But my time will come, like I said. So. Alright. I feel like I can see now without all that bright light. Alright, I will save you from them. Thank you. Okay, I have to go for real because I don't want to get in trouble for not answering that phone call. Or for not calling it back, I mean. But I will be back. So, it was really nice to meet you guys, and thank you for making me feel like an adequate human being. Yeah. Alright, bye!